27-49 for
Zhang almost knocked out Joe Joyce. Oh, damn! Joe Joyce's eye is messed up. My God.
Joe Joyce trouble.
Joe Joyce gonna lose this fight. Oh my gosh. He better fight. Dang.
Quick here in round 3.
Oh my gosh.
Now what Joe Joyce is trying to do is he's just trying to touch.
Oh damn, he got hurt again.
With his offense, so that way.
I told y'all that Zhileil Zhang is no joke.
Throw one counter, land it.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Man, if Zhang can keep this up, the fight's over. Man, he's hitting Joyce with everything. Oh, good body shot by Zhang. Oh man, he caught Joyce with that left hand right hook again. Oh, and hey, I'm telling you right now, Joe Joyce, he doesn't want nothing to do with no damn Deontay Wilder. He doesn't want nothing to do with Tyson Fury.
Can change right here.
You just can't take those punches.
If he moves this, becomes the man.
Oh man.
Just been out of the
Zhang about to knock him out. Zhang is gonna knock him out.
Joyce is gonna come on towards the back end. He know his conditioning is elite.
Yeah, Joyce has good conditioning, but
body work for Zhang. Belt line with the left, takes the left.
He just, and like we talked about, he can't keep taking them punches, man. Oh man.
My goodness.
Left hand after left hand. They're gonna stop this fight on Joyce's eye. His eye being swollen shut.
That activity right there.
Come on, referee, quit stopping the fight, man. The referee did that in the second round to give Joyce a break. Come on, man. And then referees out there in the UK, man, come on. Quit trying to save Joyce. Joyce is not going to win this fight. His eyes, man, that right eye is closed, it's black and purple. Too many hard shots, man. My God. Joyce is trying to fight back. He just don't have any power on the shots. Damn! Zhang hit him again with that big left hand. I tell you, if Zhang can load up with that shot, he's going to drop. Oh, damn! Hurt Joyce again. Joyce is fighting back, but if Zhang loads up, you're going to knock Joyce out cold. Because Joyce is just throwing wide, sloppy shots, and he's looking afraid. He's looking afraid to get hit. My gosh, man. Joyce is he's taking some hard shots, but he's trying to hang in there. But if, oh man, he's just taking too much damage. Too much damage. That was a somewhat of a better round for Joyce, but he's taking too much damage, man. But you know, if Zhang starts to slow down, then you know, the fight can get interesting. But right now, Joyce is just taking too many hard shots. And that second round, that referee saved him. That referee saved Joyce, man, which is just foul. Man, that damn left hand, that left hand, it's no kidding. Death by 1,000 left hands, man. That's what this fight is boiling down to. Joyce's corner is panicking right now. And they're hoping that Zhileil Zhang slows down. But I don't know, man. Zhang better breathe through the nose and out the mouth. Because this is a rough fight right here. But Joyce's his eyes closed. Zhang just has to hit him with a couple more left hands. Then we have to stop this fight. So, okay, we're in round 4 now. Joyce is, you know, high work rate, man. Jab, right hand, but there's no power on the shots. And Zhang, he's not throwing as many shots, but his shots have a whole lot of power. A whole lot of power. Wow. Joyce is trying to put a little heat on his shots now. He threw a hook right hand. Zhang is more in defensive mode, but he's trying to line him up for that left hand. But he's doing something smart. He's on the outside of Zhang's right foot, which gets him out the line of fire. Okay. Man. Zhang just had to figure out his footwork again, and then he's gonna get a whole lot of success. Oh, there it is. Straight left hand again. It's just a matter of time, man. Get him. Zhang gotta jump on him. You gotta let them hands go. Oh, every time Joyce gets like 4 shots off, Zhang hits. Oh my God. Joyce can't keep taking those left hands. He just can't keep taking those hard shots. I'm telling you, if this continues, this is what, 4th round, that by the 6th round, Joyce's eye is gonna be closed, shut. Yeah, Joyce looking sloppy. He looking tired, looking bad, man. Oh man, oh my God. Zhang hit him with 2 left hands and a hard right hook. If he can put a little more power on there, he'll knock Joyce out. Man. There it is now. It's a footwork fight right now. Uh-oh. Joyce throwing some shots. Zhang breathing hard now. You gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out because Joyce is not gonna get tired. Heavy hand. Look at Joyce's face. My God. Those heavy hands of Zhang busting up Joyce's face. Damn. Try to tell people, man, Joyce, I think stamina-wise, he can hang with anybody. Oh, man. Joyce is losing. Joyce is losing this fight. Man, I think it's 4-0. I think this fight is 4-0. Damn, boy. Joyce is losing this fight. 4 rounds to Zhang, 0 rounds to Joyce. Easy. And Joyce's right eye, they're trying to work on it. That right eye is about to close. He took too many hard shots in the first couple rounds, man. And his right eye is out of here. That right eye is closing. That's crazy. You can't take shots like that, especially from somebody like Zhang that hits as hard as Zhang does. You just can't stand there and keep getting hit like that. If Deontay Wilder hits him like that, he'll kill Joyce. If Anthony Joshua catches him like that, he may really hurt him. But Zhang is messing Joyce's face up. Here we go. This is round 5 now. Joyce is on his he's out here working. He's throwing a lot of punches, but there's no power on the shots. And when Zhang throws his shots, Zhang has a whole lot of power. Oh damn! Zhang just caught Joyce with an uppercut. Joyce is fighting. To me, he's fighting scared, man. You know what I'm saying? He's more or less just trying to keep Zhang off of him. But he's not doing any damage to Zhang. Zhang looks like he's in good shape. He's not breathing hard. Oh my God. Oh my God. Joyce can't keep taking those shots to the face like that. I'm telling you. Zhang if he turns that left hand over, like really turns it over, he's gonna knock Joyce out. Oh shit. He hit him again. Ooh. Joyce is hurt. Joyce is hurt bad. Joyce is hurt bad. Hey, he about to stop him. He about to stop him. Oh my gosh. Joyce's nose is busted open. His eye is shut. This is why you gotta learn head movement in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, man. Joyce is getting beat. He's getting beat down, man. He's trying to fire back, but he's getting hurt badly. Oh shit, he got hit again with that left hand. They need to stop this fight. I'm telling you. They need to stop this fight. To me, they should stop. Joyce's his whole right cheek, his nose is bleeding. His whole right side of his face is turning purple now. His whole right side of his face It's turning purple, man. You know he's already light skinned. But damn, man. Joyce, I never seen Joyce's face look like that. He getting hit with some hard shots. Hard shots. And he's not really, he's not dishing it out, man. He's just throwing like pity pat punches, you know what I'm saying? But Zhang, when he hits him, Zhang's hitting him with bombs. He just hit him with uppercut. Joyce is looping his right hand. He doesn't look steady on his feet. He looks exhausted. Oh man, jab. Zhang with that left hand again. I'm telling you, if Zhang puts some torque on that left hand, he's gonna knock Joyce out cold. Zhang just had to put a little bit of torque on that left hand, and he's gonna knock Joyce out cold. And this is why when people talk about Joyce fighting Deontay Wilder, fighting Fury, I always felt that he had the stamina. He has the stamina to hang with those guys. Hey, Khalil, do me a favor and turn the fan off. Joyce has the stamina to hang with all those guys. But it's like Malik Scott said, you know, how many of those shots can he take realistically and continue moving forward? You know what I'm saying? You look at this fight with Zhang, Joyce's face is messed up. They're gonna stop this fight. He's taking too many shots, too many punches, man. He can't get hit in the face like that with a big puncher like Zhang. And I'm just trying to imagine if Joyce was getting hit by Wilder, Joyce would have been knocked out cold, just like Dominique Brazil. Joyce is if you're not watching the fight, I'm telling you, Joyce is hurt. He's hurt. He's still, you know, jumping up and down, ready to get back. They're going into round, I think, 6. But Joyce is hurt. Yep, the doctors looking at his eye. They may stop the fight. They're looking at his eye now. They're looking at Joyce's face. What they say? They're gonna stop the fight. What are they doing? Oh, they're letting the fight continue. I thought they were about to stop the fight. So that's a bad sign for Joyce. That means he needs to start letting his hands go right now, because the doctors, they're already paying attention to him. They want to stop the fight. And if he's taking more left hands like he did in that last round, they're probably gonna stop the fight. So they have some exchanges going on right now. Zhang going to the body, and the reason for that is to bring Joyce's guard down, because Joyce is trying to protect that left eye. And you're gonna come up top with that big left hand. Oh my God, man! Oh, big left hand again by Zhang. Joyce he's trying, but he don't have any steam on his punches, man. I'm watching this fight thinking that I could get in there and beat Joyce. You know what I'm saying? There's some headbutting going on right now. Joyce is just throwing pity pat punches, jab, right hand, jab to the body, but they're all arm punches. He's not really. They go, oh damn, oh shit. Zhang is holding his ground, boy, and let go some hard shots. And the thing is, everything that Zhang throws, they're about to stop the fight. They're about to stop the fight. They're about to stop the fight. If they don't stop the fight, the referee's trying to save him because he's stopping the fight. They're about to stop the fight. Watch. They're about to stop it. They're about to stop the fight. Hold on, they're about to stop it. The doctor's talking to the referee. They're about to stop this shit. Oh, they stopped the fight. They stopped the fight. They stopped the fight. Damn, Zhang beat Joyce. I tried to tell y'all. I told people, don't underestimate Zhang. I tried to tell you. They stopped the fight. I knew it. I told you. Dang. I told y'all that damn Zhang can bang. I tried to tell y'all. Y'all sat there, man. People downplaying Zhang. When Zhang stopped Joe Joyce. Dang. I knew it. I thought Joyce would, if he could handle those shots, but I told y'all that damn Zhang can hit. Damn. So Zhang is in the mix. But you're gonna see, if you didn't see the fight, man, Joe Joyce got his face banged up. Man, crazy. Oh my God. Oh man. That was crazy. Can't take them shots like that, man. Skills pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? Zhang has a lot of skills, silver medalist, and it just showed up in the ring, man. That is crazy. Crazy. Man, I'm trying to wrap my head around this right now. Zhang stopped him. But I was trying to tell people, Zhang's gonna stop Joe Joyce. He stopped him. Nobody was giving that man credit because they don't watch boxing like that. A lot of people don't even know who Zhang is. I'm trying to tell you, man. That damn Zhang can crack. Southpaw, silver medalist. He's got skills. Crazy. Crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna listen to the post-fight commentary, man. Damn, Zhang knocked out Joyce. But I knew he could do it if Joyce was gonna stand there and take those shots. You can't just stand in front of a guy who hits that hard and get punched in the face. You know what I'm saying? My friend owed me 50 push-ups. I bet Zhang for upset. Who? Yeah, hell yeah, Zhang. I don't see why people didn't give Zhang a chance, man. I don't understand why people didn't give Zhang a chance. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's the damage he did in those first 2 rounds. He did a lot of damage to Joe Joyce's face in those first 2 rounds, man. And just over the next 3-4 rounds, he just kept touching him. And Zhang has some seriously heavy hands. It's a matter of time if you keep getting hit flush like that. Yeah, you can't get hit like that. You can't get hit like that. That's crazy. You can only imagine if Joe went almost over the first 2. Yeah, it was almost over. Hell yeah, Zhang versus Wilder would be fun. Man, Zhang versus Wilder, I'm going to tell y'all right now. I don't know who wins that fight. But I don't know who wins because see, this is the problem. Zhang has boxing skills, and he's 6'6", damn near the same height as Wilder. He has an 80-something inch reach, same thing as Wilder, and he's a southpaw. And Deontay Wilder struggled with Luis Ortiz. Zhang may knock out. You know, I gotta give Wilder. You know, you gotta give him the chance to land that right hand, but he'd have to do it early because Zhileil Zhang, them first 4 rounds. Joyce lost his chin, yeah. But we've been talking about that. We said, and then he lost all that weight. Wilder would kill him, yeah. Wilder would kill Joyce. But we talked about it. The man lost, what did he lose, 15 pounds for this fight? Punch resistance gone. Taking a hard shot from Zhang. His eye closed up. That's crazy. Joyce's lack of defense enables him for the outcome every fight if his opponent can wave at the storm. I saw this coming at HoodBoxing and salute. Started following you last week. Enjoy the content, OG. Okay, Matthew, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, hey, man, I just try to be real, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been following Zhang for a while and Joyce. But it's like, you know, all of us, you know, we watch boxing. You can't keep getting hit like that. And the thing about with Joyce, right? It's not even in the actual fight. He gets hit like that in sparring. I should have bet with you too, Hood. I wouldn't have bet that one. Poetic justice almost. No doubt, man. But you can't keep getting punched in the face in sparring, punched in the face in the boxing match, and expect at some point for that the effects of that to show up. Okay, they're interviewing Zhang right now. I'm gonna see what he's saying.
Yeah, today is my 今天是我
So Zhang trying to talk in English, but let me see what the translator says. He's speaking Chinese.
Today belongs to me, belongs to everyone who showed up, belongs to every Chinese who showed up.
You are
Okay, Zhang just gave the Chinese people a shout out. That's probably the end of the joke.
Zhileil.
I think it is. I think it is the end of the joke.
我39岁，年龄对于我来讲就是一个数字，因为我自律，因为我刻苦，我的目标就是世界冠军。
Speaking Chinese.
我要挑战冠军。I'm 39 years old, but I'm disciplined. I train hard. Next step, I'm going for the title.
So Zhang is hype right now. He said he's going for the title now. He said the fight was for all the Chinese people. He's 39. But basically, he's going for the title. So Zhang is looking to go for undisputed, man. Zhang's like, you know, he don't have time to play around. Okay, they're talking to Joyce now. 38.
I'm just disappointed with my performance. Like, I think the right hand kept hitting me with it. So I couldn't get out of the way. So respect to Zhang.
Joyce is talking right now.
I think I could have done better. I think because I haven't fought a southpaw for so long, and it was and credit to him because he's a good fighter.
Joyce's face is messed up.
I think I could do better, but yeah, it's just disappointing. Like I expected to win like I normally do, but so yeah, thanks for all the support and
I'm gonna tell you right now, Elder.
A southpaw and
Joyce got stopped.
puncher. It was a very fast start from him. What advice were you given? What could you have done better?
Could have done nothing.
I think just a little bit more practice and stuff. Like I think, Zhileil's a fellow silver
Need
medalist.
defense,
He's a good
man.
fighter, he hits hard, and he's an awkward style because he's southpaw, and he's a powerful southpaw at that. And yeah, I just couldn't get away from. I kept on getting hit with the right.
The left hand, yeah.
And so I'm disappointed.
Damn.
I'd like to apologise to
Told
my
you.
fans and supporters, but thank you for coming down here. And I'll be back. My journey's not over. This is just a hurdle I made on October, so I'll be back.
He is 39. George Foreman became a world champion at
So Joyce is just saying Zhang was too powerful. That's what he's saying.
your eye. But what do you think are the next steps?
Yeah, well, man, maybe it's payback for the bars I got my eye done as well. Never mind, I'll be back.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and we wish you
Okay,
the best of luck
okay,
with your
okay.
recovery.
Dad, how do you
Let's
turn
talk to
this
George
on?
Warren here. George, obviously not.
How do you turn this on?
So Joyce's orbital looks broken. Looks like his orbital bone is broken. So basically, Joyce broke the bar's orbital. Looked like Zhang broke. Joyce's orbital. That orbital bone's broken. I'm willing to bet that his orbital bone's broken. Federico says Zhang is a nightmare matchup for Joyce. The juggernaut has no head movement, and that southpaw has a dynamite left and better ring generalship. Great fight, man. Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. And the thing is, he has skills, man. You know, it's like we were talking this week. I was telling you, he sets traps. You know, he sets traps. That's all Zhang does, man. Zhang's not trying to overcomplicate things. He's not Usyk. He's not going to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, use crazy angles. He just moves just enough to line you up. He wins the foot fight where he gets his right foot outside of his opponent's, and he lets that left hand go. He lets that left hand go to the body. He lets that left hand go up top to the head. He throws that hook. And I saw in the first 2 rounds, I'm like, he gonna stop Joyce. Like you could see he was gonna stop Joyce, man. Joyce almost got knocked out. I think it was the 2nd round. Joyce was all over the place. I was like, damn, they about to stop the fight. And then the referee saved Joyce. But damn, Zhang is on his way. He's on his way. 7th, I think, yeah. What round? Yeah, I think it was the 7th round. The referee stopped it. But I knew they were gonna stop it, man. When they started looking at his eye, and the thing about it, they should have stopped it because Zhang. Yeah, I agree with you, Oliver, man. Zhang's gonna be champion, man. The only him and Deontay Wilder. No, you're okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just turn the volume down. Yeah. Just turn the volume down. The volume right here. Here. Those are my sons playing with their walkie-talkies. Yeah, I'm going to the office. Y'all can turn the TV on what you want, right? Sorry, them boys making a whole bunch of damn noise. Let me come in the office, man. Those were devastating stretches. Hey, man, let me tell you something. All right, I'm back in the office now. Apologize, man. You know, I got kids. Kids be making noise. But, yeah, those left hands were something crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. And for Zhileil Zhang, I don't know if you guys noticed, he has pretty good head movement, man. You know what I'm saying? He really does have good head movement. He was getting his head out the way, and he doesn't do anything too crazy. Everything he does is simple, it's subtle. But Zhang can get hit. Him and Wilder, I was just about to say that, Oliver, man. If Zhang fought Wilder, that's a crazy fight. Zhang and Deontay Wilder, and I think it's just a matter of who lands first. And I'm going to be honest with you. This may be a situation where all of that new training that Wilder's been working on with Malik Scott backfires. Because Wilder can't come in the ring with Zhang trying to move laterally and jab to the body and all that. He can't do that with Zhang. Zhang's going to touch him. So I think for Wilder to win that fight, he's just got to keep it simple, straight up and down. Make sure he's on the outside of Zhang's right foot and throw that right hand straight down the pipe. Straight down the pipe. But if Wilder is in there, you know, doing all these new things he's learning, Zhang will knock him out. If Zhang hits him one time with that left hand, it's lights out for Wilder, man. And it's just crazy. I'm just sitting here trying to wrap my head around it. But I knew that Zhang had a good chance to win. It's just one of those things with Joyce. You know, if he can push through it, then he's all right. You know, if he can get through the first 6 rounds, he's good. But obviously, Joe Joyce is not George Foreman. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us have kind of likened Joe Joyce's style to George Foreman's, which there's some truth there, but he ain't George Foreman. And if anyone more like George Foreman, it's Zhileil Zhang. And I'm very impressed that Zhang didn't get tired. I was expecting to see him get tired. Wilder would not kill this guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so, man. Zhang, that left hand, to be 6'6", 6'7", with that kind of power, the man weighed like 280 pounds. When Wilder fought Tyson Fury came in the ring like what, 270 or something? So that's a problem. He's already strong, then he got all that weight, and he's a southpaw, and he's intelligent. Silver medalist? Come on, man. Man, I think Wilder would beat him. I think it's a good fight. Wilder and Zhang. I'm just trying to think, you know, I just see it this way. I think they're working on so much stuff in Wilder's camp to where Wilder's doing all the lateral movement, and all that's cool. But I think if Wilder were to fatigue, it'll be over. Crazy poet, man, and he's really smart. Don't waste punches at all. Yeah, there was no punches wasted in that fight, man. That was crazy. Saudi tourney still a possibility? Yeah, but not for Joe Joyce. Devastating basic power guy, yeah. The Saudi tournament is still on. You know, that is gaining more and more steam. That Saudi tournament, it looks like it's going to happen. But I tell you what, before we were all talking about, hey, put Joe Joyce in the tournament, maybe Andy Ruiz and those guys. I'll tell you, the guy to put in the tournament now is Zhang. And you figure a guy like Zhang against Andy Ruiz. Who y'all got winning that fight? Jared Anderson versus Zhang. That's a good fight. I think that's a good fight. Because Jared Anderson can fight, but man, he's 6'4". Zhang's 6'6", 6'7", 80-something inch reaches. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just had to see if Anderson's gonna come in there with being disciplined, or if Anderson's gonna come in there with the big pimp hat on and the big fur coat, thinking this shit is a circus. Because he gotta take Zhang serious. Because Zhang's not in there trying to be cute. Zhang's in there keeping it simple, setting traps, and dropping that left hand, right hook. Left up top, left to the body, big right hook. Frederico says, just solid fundamentals. Throwing that left straight from good angles, moving out of the line while doing so. I don't know who called it, but someone said Joyce gonna get stopped after he walked to Zhang's left. Yeah, we were talking about that on this channel, man. I was saying along those lines, like, people shouldn't underestimate Zhang. I was trying to tell him, I said, yo, he can crack. And I think he has a good chance of winning this fight, because Joyce can't take those shots. That's what we were talking about. Like, it's a different type of power coming from Zhang, and that's what happened. It's just a different kind of power, man. All of a sudden, the heavyweights are heating up. Zhang could beat Fury, I bet. I don't know. I don't think Tyson Fury is gonna stand in the pocket and try to be too brave. But I think Tyson Fury would tire him out. I think Tyson Fury would throw his shots, then fall in and wrap him up and make the fight ugly and nasty. Because I think it was like the 4th round, I saw Zhang take a deep breath. But he got a second win real quick. And I'm telling you right now, right now everybody in the heavyweight division is saying, what the hell? Right now everybody is like, damn, they've been put on notice. But yeah, I don't think no one's gonna be jumping to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Most people, when you have a southpaw, he's not, them 6'6" This man is damn near 6'7". He's a silver medalist, man. He's got crazy power. And you can watch and see him setting traps, staying calm. His eye, he's watching everything. In his defense, he's parrying shots. He's doing just enough to make sure he doesn't overcommit. He doesn't, and doesn't make himself vulnerable. He's very intelligent, very intelligent. Being that big and not getting tired, something's up. I'm gonna tell you right now, I thought Joyce is the guy we need to, put the hairy eyeball on, because he trained in the States. He lost 15 pounds. The man came in with a 6-pack. And I know he's training with Salas. We know Heredia is out there with Salas. And we know that, not Heredia, Ugas, but we know Ugas uses Heredia, as a strength and conditioning coach. We know Benavidez did. And then, of course, Juan Manuel Marquez, Pacquiao 4. We know how Marquez came out there looking like the Latin lover. This man didn't have no fat on him. This man had muscles in his face. So I figured Joyce may have hooked up, possibly with, a Heredia or something out there to work on his strength and conditioning and to lose weight. So I thought Joyce would have shown, a different kind of power, different kind of stamina, but that wasn't the case. But I'll tell you what, the fact that Zhang did not get tired is because Zhang refused to get into a firefight. Because Zhang knows if he would have been, imagine if Zhang was throwing like 60 punches around, man, he would have fell over and died in the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's too many shots for somebody who weighs 280 plus pounds. I mean, you start talking about that kind of weight, you're like 30, 40 pounds away from Nikolai Valuev. You know what I'm saying? The 7 foot monster. When you start talking about 300 pounds, 320 pounds, 280 pounds, that's damn big baby Gerald Miller, big baby Miller. He's fat, but he's 6'4". He got some size on him, but now you're talking about Nikolai Valuev type weight. 300 pounds is a lot, man. And Joyce was getting hit tonight, straight flush shots by a damn near 300-pound southpaw with a whole lot of power. So it's just crazy. But next thing for him is, I don't know, but I have a feeling his orbital's broken. His left eye, his right eye, looked just like Dubois. It looked just like Billy Joe Saunders. It looked just like Kell Brooks. And there was somebody else who got their orbital broken. Oh, Ugas. That when the orbital gets broken, there's a very distinct look, and that's how Joyce's eye looked. So if his orbital's broken, he's not gonna be fighting anytime soon. He can't. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that it happened that way, but damn. So who do you guys want to see Zhang fight next? Because he's in the mix now. Oh, Because Zhang is the mandatory. He's the mandatory to Usyk. For those of you who forgot that, now Zhang is the WBO interim champion, and he's the mandatory to Usyk. So Zhang should be getting his shot at Usyk at some point. But we know Usyk's fighting Dubois. And then end of this year, Usyk and Fury are supposed to be fighting for undisputed in that weird tournament that may be taking place in Saudi. But Zhang got to be in the mix somewhere. But Zhang's right there. Zhang is right there, man. That is crazy. Amazing how that whole thing changes up. But nonetheless, I don't think Zhang's going to want to sit in the holding pattern. I know I wouldn't. And everybody's been sitting in the holding pattern, which sucks. He needs to get out there and fight and stay active, man. You know? But what I hope doesn't happen is he doesn't do like Andy Ruiz and go back out there to New Jersey or to China and the big bang go out there and just, bang every goddamn female that comes his way and bang every pot of food they put in front of his face and go out there and bang away all of this money that he made. Because those are the things that Andy Ruiz did. And you saw what happened with him when he got an opportunity at a rematch with AJ. Andy Ruiz just couldn't, he just fell off. Made that super fight in China with AJ. Yeah. You know what, Frederico? Because Eddie Hearn, I think Eddie Hearn Hearn's working, I think he's working with Zhang and he's working with Hrgovic. So yeah, that's a fight that is doable. Yep. A fight in China, that population, those crazed fans, it'd be a lot of money on the table. A lot of money on the table. But I don't know if they'll be able to put up the kind of money like they did for like in Saudi Arabia is putting up. But yeah, you're right. There's a lot of money. AJ, Zhang, and China, that's a huge fight. Huge fight, man. They're gonna have a rematch. I don't know if they're gonna have a rematch, man. I know Joyce had the little interim belt. They didn't say anything about a rematch clause. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, what's up, monstrous animal? Yeah, Zhang got the KO, man. Zhang, I think he broke that orbital bone of Joyce's right eye. Messed him up. Hrgovic say he not budging or at least acting like it. Yeah, I saw that. Hrgovic out here. I kind of don't like Hrgovic, man, but he wants his shot, man. He doesn't want to step aside money. He wants to fight. So, but you got to do something. That's the thing. You can't just sit there and not everybody can be Earl Spence and not take a tune-up fight and not be active and come back into the ring after a year, 2 years and still dominate. You know what I'm saying? But I think even that, when you look at fighters, no matter how elite they are, that stuff catches up to you. So for a guy like Zhang now, he should fight. He should fight somebody. Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, but everybody should be fighting. But I know there's another rumor about this whole heavyweight round robin is that one of the stipulations is Joshua and Wilder cannot fight until they meet in December. That's one of the stipulations. So Wilder, Wilder and Joshua can't fight, is my understanding. They have to wait to face each other in December. Adam says, do you think Zhang can beat Fury? I don't know, man. I don't know. Fury's a little different. Fury is it's hard to go against Fury. But my thing is, this is a serious conversation, right? How much did the Wilder fights take out of Fury? A lot of people, the guys who are Fury fans, they'll come in the comment section and want to insult me when I say Deontay Wilder took a pound of flesh out of Fury. They're like, oh, Fury beat him down. What the F are you talking about? And I'm like, hold your horses. Don't take it to the stupid. I get it. Come on in, baby. I'm like, I get it. Fury beat him. But Fury went on record and said that especially after that third Wilder fight, that he didn't know if he wanted to continue fighting. It took a while for his body to recover. He was having pain and headaches. So although Fury did beat Wilder down, okay, doesn't matter what we feel about cheating and all that. Fury beat Wilder down, especially in the third fight. Fury took a lot of damage too. But if that's the case, Fury against Zhang, and if Zhang is able to land shots on him, he could put Fury down too. And it's just one of those things. It's just time, man. You know, these guys aren't getting any younger. The more damage they take, the easier it is for these up-and-comers to get their shots off on them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just getting to that point. But Monstrous Animal says, wow, that's massive given Fury was calling Joyce the best in the world. Did Joyce weight loss affect him? I think it did. That's the first thing I pointed out. I did the video on that stuff, I think, yesterday. This man's 15 pounds lighter going into this fight than he was against Parker. Why would you lose so much weight to fight a guy like Zhang? When I mean, I know he wasn't going to come in the ring and float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. That's not Joe Joyce's fight game. So now you lose all that damn weight. Yeah, you look good. It affects your punch resistance. And you can see he didn't get knocked out cold, but I don't know, it was the first or second round. He was on Queer Street, man. I was like, oh shit, he about to knock him out. And then, you know, the referee saved him. And that was, you know, that was a little BS. But the referee saved him from getting knocked out in that second round. But he just kept taking too many shots, too many hard shots. So it's crazy, man. But when it comes to, let me see what he says. Adam says, Zhang should stay away from Puncher. He got caught too much. Yeah, if Zhang fights Wilder, Wilder could knock him out cold because Zhang is there to be hit too. That's true. He has some head movement. He had more head movement than Joyce. But Zhang is definitely there to be hit. A guy like Wilder, if Wilder keeps it simple, he can drop that right hand on him and get him out of there. AB says, Fury seems to be losing his speed, though, since the past 3 fights. Well, Fury's fighting different now, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You know, Tyson Fury's out here trying to more or less hold his ground and be the knockout artist. And in doing so, he's going to get into a firefight. But he's still smart. It's like when he caught Dillian White. Dillian White doesn't have the same IQ of Zhang. Zhang's not going to just stand in front of you and let you get off no damn lead uppercut. You know how hard it is to throw a lead uppercut? So that just tells you a lot about the opponent's lack of defense for you to get off a lead uppercut. That's an easy shot to counter. You know what I'm saying? But Dillian White, again, you know, man, he started boxing late, and he's at this point in his career, he said he's still learning. So it is what it is. But I agree. I don't think Fury's the same fighter. I don't. He fought Wilder. Then he fought, after Wilder, who did he fight? He had 2 fights, didn't he? Oh, he fought Chisora and Dillian White, then Chisora. So what does that tell you about the opponents Fury selecting, right? Let's just be real. So maybe Fury knows something that we don't. That chin could be a little bit questionable now. And just his overall body, man. That's a 6'9", a lot of weight to be carrying around, a lot of hard sparring sessions as well. He didn't take care of his body, you know, years ago. There's no telling when that's going to show up. So I agree. Anybody has a chance to beat Tyson Fury if they can, you know, hold their ground and get their shots off, and don't allow Fury to really tie him up and make it a dirty fight. They have a chance. Adam says Fury is a bum and he cheated and faked depression to duck Klitschko the second time. Some people share that sentiment, man. You know, I have a way I feel about Fury when it comes to those Wilder fights, just because of the research I've done. But at the end of the day, Tyson Fury right now, Usyk has the 3. He has 5 straps, 3 that matter. Fury has 1. But Tyson Fury is the big dog in the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's unfortunate because Deontay Wilder won't really come out. It's just so much shit with Tyson Fury and that Wilder situation. It's just toxic, man. I get a headache thinking about it. But bottom line, Tyson Fury is the big dog out there. And we're going to see what happens end of this year. The first time Fury gets knocked out in the 3rd Wilder fight, he had his life shook out of him. Yeah, that was crazy. See somebody get punched and see the shock waves ripple down their body. You know how hard you have to get hit to get punched in your face and just see the damn shit go through someone's body and ripple down through the love handles and everything? That was crazy. AB says, I personally want to see Wilder versus Usyk in July or August and Fury and AJ in December. I hear you on that, but I'm telling you what's supposed to be happening, but you know it's going to change, right? Everything changes, but right now, the soft plan is Dubois and Usyk, then Fury and Andy Ruiz, and by the summer. And then Usyk's expected to win, Fury's expected to win, and then they meet up in December and they participate in the round robin. So that's what the plan is. Fury's turning 35 this year. That's usually the last year in a fighter's athletic prime, unless you're a KO artist like Deontay. Right. It's sports science and medicine has evolved so much to where in 1980s, when a guy was like 31, 32, they were considered old, But now these fighters are getting better as they get older. Makes you wonder how they're doing that, huh? But yeah, I agree with you 100%. At 35, unless you didn't take a lot of damage and you got the one-hitter quitter like Wilder, it's kind of time for guys to start looking to cash out and go into retirement. And Latham is like, wasn't ready for Zhang to come out like that. Hey, man, let me tell y'all. I'm happy for that guy Zhang, man. I really am. Zhang, it just shows that they did him wrong. He should have lost that Hrgovic fight. But it is what it is. To me, Zhang just came back and got what was rightfully his, man. It just unfortunately he had to take it from Joe Joyce. But Joe Joyce spoke very highly of Zhang because remember, Joe Joyce fought Hrgovic several times in the amateurs. So Joe Joyce knew that Zhang had to be a special fighter to put down Hrgovic. Yeah, I'm happy for him. He said, Joe Joyce said, look, he hurt Hrgovic, he put him down, so there's got to be something special about what Zhang brings to the table. And Joe Joyce learned that the hard way today. But for Joe Joyce, even if he plans to return to the ring in 6 months, 8 months, or a year, he got to work on head movement, man. You got to work on head movement, I'm going to be honest, I'm trying to think. What other fighter have I seen across all the weight divisions that just come in face first? Ruslan Providnikov, he would come in face first. Even Ricardo Mayorga at a certain point developed some head movement and worked on his defense, you know what I'm saying? So there aren't many fighters who just come in so carelessly like that and so irresponsible. But I'll tell you what, Joe Joyce better work on that. Honestly, AB says, honestly, if Fury didn't fight Usyk for undisputed now, despite the side he's putting up 130 mil for it, then what guarantee is there that it will happen later down the line? I'm going to tell you right now, AB, the guarantee is something like between $1 billion and $2 billion that's supposed to be going into this tournament. I've been hearing the range of $1 billion to $3 billion. Now I don't know how true all that is, but that's supposedly what the total fight purse that's going to be split across the fighters over that tournament between like $1 billion to $3 billion. That $3 billion sounds like bullshit, but the $1 billion, that I believe that. But that right there is what could be the motivation for these guys to actually go on and fight in Saudi. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. These guys are supposed to make like $100 million a fight. Then the guys who end up winning like $200 million each, something like that. That's crazy. But the Saudis got the money. Monstrous Animal says, given recent tensions between the U.S., Taiwan, and China, the sense of a blockbuster East versus West, Zhang versus Anderson or Wilder. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct, man. That definitely would. It's just, where would they have that fight? Because, yeah, okay, yeah, you saw it 300 or 400 million. Yeah, that's what the numbers being reported. But let's say they make Wilder and Zhang. With everything, you're right about what's going on, the political world, East and West, China and the U.S. Where would they have that fight? Got to be a neutral ground, because over here in the States, some people can be a bit ignorant, but the thing is, nobody really gets behind Wilder anyway. You know what I'm saying? If this was Tommy Morrison, then it'd be a little different. And I think you guys know what I mean when I'm saying that. You know what I'm saying? It's the support will be a little different. The red, white, and blue flags will be a little different. And that's just kind of how it is here in the States. But going forward, Wilder and Zhang, it had to be on a neutral ground, because even going into China, although the very respectful, very humble, kind of quiet people, I just think that it's not a neutral territory. And Deontay Wilder, although I feel he'll fight anywhere, I don't think he'd want to go fight there in China. So they'd have to find a neutral ground. And I don't know, man. I don't know where they would hold that fight. I'm thinking the Middle East. But I'm sure Zhang would want to bring that fight home to China. Not sure. Wilder just seems to care about money, so he may go do it in China. And then go out there and, and what happened to him in China, where he wins the fight, but he actually should have won the fight but gets a loss. Be kind of like how Roy Jones got done in Korea in the Olympics, where he clearly won the fight, but they gave it to the local guy. And that would just be bad, but I don't know. But that's definitely a good scrap, man. He says, Latham says, Anderson's not fighting no top guy anytime soon. Yeah, if they got any sense, they'll protect him from all those guys who are the elite in the heavyweight division. He's not ready. I keep saying, put Anderson in with Gerald Washington or put him in with Adam Konaki. And if he can handle those guys, then bubble him up to Otto Wallen. If he can handle him, then he's ready. But I just don't think Anderson's ready for those guys. In my opinion, man. I don't think so. Fight Konaki. Konaki gets hit a lot. That's another person who gets hits a lot in the face. Fight Konaki. If he can beat Konaki, then maybe he's ready to go on to a Gerald Washington, Otto Wallen, and then after that he can bubble up and fight somebody. But right now, I agree. I don't think he's ready for those guys. And Bob Arum's not gonna let that happen. Adam says Joyce needs to retire. He has nothing to prove. It was just supposed to be a wall for an elite fighter, maybe pull off an upset. That's how I see it. Well, Joe Joyce is no spring chicken, you know what I'm saying? What's it, like 37, 38? So for him to have to reset and rebuild, I mean, it's just hard, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it's so hard for these fights to be made. But he may get guys who want to fight him now. Joyce against an Andy Ruiz, against a Frank Sanchez, Joyce against, maybe Jared Anderson, Those are real fights for him now. The Joseph Parker rematch, who knows? But if Joyce can work on his head movement, he'll be all right. But he's just he just looked kind of sloppy in there too, man. He'll fall all over the place. So I don't know. I really don't know what's next for him, man. But I don't know if he's gonna retire. But that right eye is messed up. Yeah, that money. Hey, I tell you what, if they're putting up 300 million or 300, you say 300 million. I heard $1 billion. But the 300 million to 400 million, that sounds right. But I heard them guys supposed to be, I heard it's like $1 billion. And that's from BT Sports, and those guys, I'm not saying they won't spread lies, but I tend to think that they're gonna get it right, at least what they're being told. It could be wrong, but they're not gonna come and exaggerate the numbers. But $1 billion, man, that's a lot of money. That's more realistic. Wouldn't matter KO head. They're gonna get knocked out. People in the States seem to love Iron Mike, at least before he went downhill. Why can't they support Deontay Wilder the same way, in your opinion? I'm gonna tell you, all right, AB. I'm gonna tell you straight from my opinion, right? I do think I think because Deontay Wilder, we're all adults here, right? So I hope y'all understand when I say this. I think because he's just a black man and he's from the South. And I think that has a lot to do with why he doesn't get the support. You know what I'm saying? Black man from the South, and it's just not many people gravitate towards that as far as marketability and stuff like that. He's very loud, very outspoken, and sometimes people are turned off by that because of stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? Have no idea that Wilder is probably one of the most genuine, kind, loving people ever. Great father, great family man. But I do believe that sometimes when it comes to sponsors wanting to get behind you, trying to get people to give you endorsements, I think sometimes they look at the person and they want to market them, but there's a certain image they're looking for. And unfortunately, there's just a lot of negative stereotypes with that. Now, Wilder did go out and say things about wanting to catch a body and wanting to kill somebody in the ring. And that left a sour taste in people's mouths as well. But I truly believe that race has a little bit to do with it. Because, and I'm going to say this to be fair, right? We're accustomed to seeing black athletes, Mexican athletes, go out here and dominate the sport of boxing. So when you see, particularly say a white athlete, you know what I'm saying? Come out here and put himself in position, especially as a boxer in America, it's just not something that you see all the time. So I think it's more like shocks people and causes people to pay more attention. And then you see a lot of people get behind them because, the whole red, white, and blue America and all that, man, and the whole patriotic thing, you know what I'm saying? It's just so divided here. That's a whole other conversation, man. And I'm telling you that because I did 25 years in the military, and I know, and I understand. I know what I dealt with for 25 years, being a guy who just sees human beings and believe love all, hate none. But I know how it is when you bring people from all walks of life, from all over the United States, and say, go coexist together. It doesn't quite work like that. So I think some of that is the same thing Deontay Wilder has been playing by, man. He says he is himself and thinks for himself, outspoken, outside the box, can't control him. Right, and that scares people.
Who's not out there?
What happened?
Who's not out there?
All right, I'll come out there in a second, okay? Wait for Daddy. But yeah, that's what I think it is. Yeah, and when you can't control somebody, there's a lot of people, that's not even a race thing. Some people, they want somebody who's going to respect their brand, who's going to want to enhance and grow their brand. And if you're someone who they can't control and know at any point in time you may do or say something, it's like Adrian Broner. You know what I mean? They're not going. You're high risk. They're not going to touch you. So I think that has something to do with it as well, man. Says Stephen Shaw, Ajaba, they on top rank, a good test for him. Yeah, they are. That would be a good fight, man. For Anderson, that would be a good test for Anderson. Animal says Saudi would love it. Dubai possibly. If Wilder pulled off the win against Zhang on foreign soil, it would be it would be massive for his legacy. His shorts on big names and wins opposition back. Yeah, no doubt about that. If Wilder can knock out Zhang, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, I think Wilder he'd be back in the mix, man. He already is, but I think he'll be out of here. If he can knock out Zhang, Wilder's back in the mix. He already is, but I don't think anybody see it as he's unfairly being put in a position that he didn't earn. But if we all felt Joyce was the next big thing and Zhang clipped Joyce, if Wilder knocks out Zhang, that just puts Wilder in a very good space all over again. And I think he could do it, honestly. Adam says, I think because he acts like himself, he doesn't act like Anthony Joshua or AJ. Doesn't even act like a humble champion. He faked his personality when he's at the top. There are a lot of people who talked about Anthony Joshua. I've had people, all right, Latham, yeah, take care of yourself, man. I've had people contact me about Anthony Joshua, talking about the real AJ is the guy we saw at the end of that Usyk fight. The other guy is all an act. But I don't know. I don't know. And then Fury said the same thing about killing someone in the ring. Yeah, these guys, they can't talk like that. But that being said, man, I'm going to jump off of here. About to go outside. I'm going to take my kids to the pool. But I appreciate y'all jumping on, man. I'm going to go ahead and jump off. I'll probably go back live tonight to talk about this Zhang stuff. I'm going to do a little research on some things, man, to give y'all some different talking points. But Zhang is back. Zhang is in the mix. That being said, man, y'all keep cool. I'm going to go out here and play with these kids. Appreciate y'all joining me, man. Y'all take care. I'm going to talk to you later.